Welcome back. We are here with part 7 of Cordelia's reign. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of parts with lifespan on long. I mean, our our heir is still a toddler and still will be for like 20 more days, so there's that. Anyway, we are in the Kitsune Duchy right now, and it is about little Cordelia's birthday. So she is going to be aging up on Wednesday. It's currently Tuesday night. And I do want each family to have at least 2 children, one to keep as their heir and one to marry off. So, what we are going to do is have Carmen and Chaz get pregnant again. But also, I did change Chaz's aspiration to, oh, what did I change it to? Nerd brain, I think. And I did that because the next part of the other aspiration involved him getting a career that wasn't the career that I gave him for like because he has the career of Duke right now. So that is the mod that I have, and I'm not having him get other careers besides that. So that's my spiel. And anyway, so these two are going to have another baby. So we're getting them pregnant. Now we'll have her. Yep. I mean, I have try for a baby on 100%, so there's really no reason why they shouldn't get pregnant after they try for a baby, but you never know. So we are also going to have them work on their aspirations just for the rest of the night until tomorrow when we can age up little Cordelia. Now I'm going to call little Cordelia, and Queen Cordelia just Cordelia. So the qualification does not go on the queen, it goes on the future duchess. So sorry, that's just the way that the rankings lie. And we need Chaz to come use the woodworking table. Of course, now he's decided that he's suddenly stuck, which doesn't make any sense because, like, dude, you got up there. How did you get up there? And then you get stuck. So I have to teleport him out of there. I don't know why he's just not moving. And then the butler's actually going to come up. Maybe that's why they got a little crossed here. But we also have Carmen working on her aspiration, which is best-selling author, so she's writing a book. She's also working on the science career. I mean, she's a woman of many talents. And they're both getting hungry, but I am going to have Carmen age up Cordelia before she decides to go downstairs. I know I just said I was always going to qualify that, but I'm only going to qualify it when it matters. So there she is, little baby Cordelia. She is so cute. I mean, look at her. Adorable. So, good. He made a sculpture. Excellent. And she has now published another book. And then there goes the baby. Okay, so we are going to edit her and create a sim. Here we go. We're just going to give her some really quick, easy outfits. Blue and orange are the colors of their duchy, so I'm going to give her a little blue outfit. And yeah, I think she's super cute. I have no complaints. I think she's adorable, although I'm a little worried. Like, I have to admit, I took a peek at Eliza as older, as like a young adult, and it was not cute. It was not cute. Oh my gosh, I was like, girl, oh no. So hopefully the genetics get randomized again and she'll be fine. I think it's like the combination. You know, some people just their genetics don't mesh, just kind of. Anyway, I hope that's not what's happening here. And if we have to, we will introduce plastic surgery to this Let's Play. Anyway, the Siren Duchy has also had their baby. So Rodrigo and Camilla have had a child, and they are going to get pregnant with another child. Look at him bringing the plate of food into bed. For some reason, I had trouble getting them to woohoo. So you can see I sent them to woohoo. The music played, but when they got into bed, they just immediately went to sleep. And that happened twice. So I was like, what is happening here? So I had to use MCCC to get her pregnant. I'm really not sure why it did that, but we're just going to accept it and move on with our lives. So everything is good for her. And actually, I'm just going to randomize it, which makes me nervous because sometimes when I randomize, we get multiples, but I think we're okay here. And then We are now in the Phoenix royal family castle. So this is where we're going to be at from now on in this video. And little Eliza is going to a preschool, private preschool, of course. And Cordelia can't really work on her aspiration for until like her kids start to get older. But anyway, I should consider giving Cordelia another aspiration, seeing as we have so much time. Anyway, so we're going to call over Chaz. Now, here's what happened. I called over Chaz and then Cordelia went straight to work. So I was like, what can we do? Now Chaz is here. And I was like, well, we can have Xander come out and meet with him. So Xander comes out and he's like, what are you doing here? Like, why? Like, seriously, you came to my house? Like, you can't even try to be discreet? And Chaz is like, whoa, what are you going to do about it? Like, everybody knows that Cordelia and I are together. Like, you get nothing to do with it. Like, and so they're both really mad. They're starting to argue. The argument is escalating. And, oh, Eliza's sad. This is not why she's sad. But anyway, so these two are just arguing and they're so mad. And the child is outside. So we're going to bring her back up here and she can play with dolls like her whim wants her to. And I do want her to be a super toddler, so we are working on her skills as well, though we have all the time in the world, so I'm not really worried about that. So these two are starting to really get angry at each other, and so they're going to fight. So Chaz is kind of like, what you going to do about it? And Xander's like, this is what I'm going to do about it. And so they start to fight. And honestly, this animation goes on forever. Like it just goes and it goes and it's going around in circles, and I'm like, okay. When's the fight over? So I did hold on pause for a second. And then Cordelia is like home from work. This whole thing has been going on. She's been gone all day. And so she comes home and she's like, what are you guys doing? And she wants to woohoo in a bush, which is the reason we called Chaz over in the first place. But anyway, she's like, what are you doing? And she's like yelling at Xander and she's like, why are you starting fights outside the house? Like, you know, act with some decency. And he's like, you act with some decency and blah, blah, blah. And so anyway, look at her. Look at that outfit. Um, anyway, we have a lot of aliens roaming around. But anyway, wow, I just said that way too many times. Moving on. Cordelia is like, Chaz, I'm so sorry that that happened. Like, I had to go to work. I didn't realize that that happened. And he was like, it's okay. And then she's like, before you go, you want to woohoo in a bush? I have a whim for it. And he's like, okay. So I'm going to send them to do that. And, nothing helps relieve that tension, Cordelia, like a nice woohoo. So she is going to do that. He actually has to go to work. He got demoted. He got demoted because I kept preventing him from going to work. um, I should probably consider not. I don't know. I waffle between whether or not I should have them all quit their jobs or not. I really don't know what to do. I don't know. So we'll think about it. I'm just going to continue to think about it forever and have them all get demoted. So Matilda is actually doing a pretty good job of staying sober. She just needs to stay sober for like 3 more sim days, and then she's officially not an alcoholic anymore, which is, I know, not how it works. But anyway, yeah, I'm trying to get you to woohoo in this bush, and you're just not doing it. Like, time is passing. You're just standing there. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, here they go. So here we go. They are now woohooing in the bush. Your whim better be taken care of. Look, oh my God, she's at the bar. I'm gonna have to reset her. I really want you to get sober. I want you to get sober so that you can make up with Cordelia. That was the condition. What am I gonna do if she dies and she's still an alcoholic? Like, should Cordelia forgive her? She probably would, I feel like. Ugh, I want them to make up so badly. But she just can't get it together. You know? Ugh. Anyway, Um, the baby. We're working on our skills. We need to get up her potty skill and her communication skill so that they're all at least level 3. I like to try and keep it like across the board. Like, I don't work on one skill over and over again and get it up all the way. I try to get them all up in tandem. But anyway, everyone's hungry and they all wanted to be part of a club gathering. So I was like, okay, let's serve the buffet and start a club gathering and then have everyone over. So here they all are. And oh, everyone is pregnant. Look at that. Every single one of these people is pregnant. So I think let me think. Haley will be having her baby next, and um, then Mora, and then Carmen, and then Camilla. I think that's our order. Anyway, I think that Cordelia is feeling kind of left out. Literally, everyone is pregnant except for her. And she's like, but I'm not even on good terms with Xander right now. I don't want to have a baby with him right now. We're not getting along. And she wants to have Chaz's baby, but she can't because, you know, I mean, there's rules here about her, marrying Xander and having his children. So she's just kind of sad that she can't have a baby right now. So Matilda, I'm going to send to go play foosball because I want her to stay away from the bar. So that's what we're going to do. And then, yeah, I'm just checking on. I just want to check on everybody. I want to use MCC to find out all their details. So, yeah, I was considering having her and Chaz woohoo right now, but I think it's getting kind of late. She's tired. So, there's the baby. Everyone's checking on the baby. We've ended the group gathering. And Eliza's going to go work on her potty skill. And I did want to see if there was an option to apologize in bed. You know how that option comes up every once in a while. So um, I was going to see if maybe that was there. Maybe we would have an accidental baby with him for during that, but it's not there. So we're not going to do that right now. Everyone is having a hard time. So we're going to cheat their needs. And then this foosball game is going on literally forever. Oh, look. See, Xander is a good father, at least. He wants to autonomously read to Eliza and take care of her, and she can work on her communication skill this way. So I think that that is all good. I'm very happy about that. Cordelia is sleeping, which she doesn't need to do anymore because I cheated their needs. And I am thinking that what we're going to do is invite Chaz out on a date. So Chaz can't really come around to the castle anymore because Xander and him got into a fight. So let's invite him out. So let's head out and we'll go to the nightclub. My child is playing in the toilet. That is the future queen playing in the toilet right now. So, okay, here we go. We are going to the nightclub. And oh, look at that dress on her. It's so beautiful. I love this dress. I am just, I have too much CC in my computer for real. But anyway, so these two are on their date and they're going to, have a few drinks and flirt with each other. And, Cordelia is kind of lamenting that she doesn't have a baby. She's like, I really want another baby. Look, there's that girl with that outfit again. Anyway, she's like, I really want a baby. And I love Eliza, but I want another one. And he's kind of like, well, why don't you have another one? She's like, I can't with Xander. And he's like, well, what about with me? And she's like, we'd never get away with that. And he's like, well, depending on who the baby takes after, we could pass it off as Xander's. And, he says, Xander would forgive you in 2 seconds if you asked. And she's like, that's kind of mean. And he's like, well, we're kind of mean people. So anyway, these two are flirting and they're just talking. And she's like, well, you know what? Let's go woohoo in that closet. So they are going to try for a baby. And now in my head, they're not trying for a baby. They're just woohooing when they've had a few drinks and they fumble with the protection and whatever. So in my head, that they think this is an accident. It's totally on purpose by me, their God, but it's an accident for them. So I think that the head canon here is no, it is canon. I'm God. So the canon here is that um, they woohoo a lot. So MCCC does have a 5% chance of getting pregnant anyway, so I'm thinking that they just kind of have an accidental baby because of all the woohooing that they've been doing. Anyway, so we are here with Eliza. She is going to work on her skills some more, and Cordelia is already kind of nauseous. She's already not feeling great. Oh boy, look at that. Yep, right there. That animation. And so she's like, oh no. So she goes to the toilet to throw up and she's like, oh no, oh no. And she's like, I've gotten pregnant. It's definitely Chaz's because I haven't been sleeping with Xander. And she doesn't really know what to do. And she's like, oh my gosh, how could this happen? Like, I know we were talking about it, but I wasn't planning on acting on it. And now we're in this situation. And she's just like, is the vampire going to kill me for not having, having a baby with someone other than Xander? And she's so scared and worried. And so she comes up with this plan to follow through on the plan that her and Chaz are talking about. So she starts, talking to Xander and she's like, Xander, I think that we've both made mistakes here. And I think that maybe, we can get back on the right track. Like it's, we both hurt each other. And he's like, you're so right. Like, I think Xander is very like, not gullible, but like, yeah, go. Like he wants to make up with her. So the fact that she is so readily, trying to make up with him, I think makes him happy and he wants to do that. So he just kind of goes with it, even though I think in the back of his mind he's like, I don't know that she was gonna make up with me so easily, especially after the fight we just had. So anyway, they woohoo. And then we're gonna have Eliza come work on her movement skill over here. Dancing like a baby. And oh, and you know what else? Matilda fell off the wagon when I wasn't looking. So I don't know what we're gonna do about that. But anyway, so Cordelia is taking her pregnancy test and she's pregnant. And so she goes up to Xander and she shares the big news. She's like, we're pregnant. And he's like, oh my gosh. So anyway, that's where we're gonna wrap up. So I will catch you guys in the next one.